say, we are here.
Oh, getting Jill Bruner in the house. How's it going there, Miss Jill? All right, who else do we got here? Max, VHLA Media. Rick, no nickname. Good evening. Looks like you had a rough day. No, I actually had a great day today. Did a lot of nothing. Hung around, did nothing, and then did more nothing. It was actually very much fun. Jerry Alejandro, ¿qué pasa, amigo? Monsepolo, update in Apple ID. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, the 19th of November. Got some for you tonight, sweetie swag. How are you today? Look at that. JWN Marathon Able Mall. Cool. JWN ALB Marathon. M-A-R-A. Who came up with Coney? See, hello, I got Coney. What's your opinion? I'm going to say no to Coney, but we'll take a look at it, and I'll tell you no a little bit. Okay? Alrighty. Any predictions for SMCI? Milan, how are you today? SMCI. And then we got EPD. EPD. Alrighty. Let's get a rolling. Starting out with the first one on the list. We're going to pick up where we left off last night, and MU Micron is going to be the first one on the list. But before I get started with that, let me tell you who I am. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. It shouldn't take you more than 10 or 15 minutes every day to take a look at your personal finances. I have found that most people spend more time on their personal weekend barbecue than they do planning their personal finances. That's absolutely horrible. Okay, everybody should be on top of their finances. This is the money that we earn, the money that we invest, the money that we helps us live a better life. Okay, that being said, first and foremost, I have no formal education in this. This is all learn as you go, road of hard knocks, something like that. You know, you make a mistake, you don't do that again, you learn something. I've been doing this for 20 years. First 5 years weren't really that great. It wasn't until my 9-year-old daughter jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, can you show me what you're doing? Can you teach me how to do it? Well, at 9 years old, it's like, how am I going to figure this out? I had to come up with a trading strategy that was simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way that she could lose, because we all know if a 9-year-old little girl starts losing money, she's going to cry. I'm going to feel like crap. Mama gets involved. I'm sitting on the couch. I can't spend the night. My mom found our text. Well, that's just weird. Anyway, that being said, Kohl's, we'll take a look at that one also, KSS. Okay, I got enough to look at for the first hour or so. So hold up with the suggestions. Let's keep on going. As I was saying, I have no formal education. How are you doing today? Tyrese, how are you? Cool beans. Let's get started. Now, first and foremost, what I am looking for, so you guys make sure you're in the right place. Mike, that sounded really weird. I would imagine you wouldn't want to read anything like that again. You know, Mike, you'd be surprised the stuff. And it always comes out of YouTube. It's weird. YouTube brings in some really interesting characters. It does. All the weird stuff, it comes from YouTube. I get no weird stuff from Instagram. No weird stuff from TikTok. No, not that much weird stuff from, wait a minute, not that much weird stuff from TikTok. Almost nothing weird from Twitter. All right, that being said, what I'm looking for, what I'm looking to do here is to invest in good quality dividend stocks, specifically those that have consistently increased their dividends to their shareholders for at least, why is that one turning off? All right, hang on, we're telling followers of the year, okay. with a minimum of 20, 2 decades, 20 years of increased dividends. That means the company is consistently profitable. Now, if the profits the company makes are handed back to the investors, that's you and I, that gives us a portion of the company's profits. We want to do that. Well, that's cash flow. The other half of the companies in the stock market, well, they take all the profits and put it back into the company for capital growth. If you're looking for capital growth, if you're looking to buy something low and watch it go really high, you're in the wrong place. I am looking for cash flow. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, it's very slow, it's very boring, it's monotonous, it's the same stocks over and over and over again. I don't look at new stuff. I have no interest in the new shiny object that's going to go to the moon. No, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I'm looking for safe, I'm looking predictable, I'm looking for consistency. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. If you're not looking for the same thing, more than likely you're in the wrong place. And I appreciate you being here, really, I do. And I appreciate the interaction, I do. I think it's great. However, from saving us both a little bit of aggravation, because you're going to ask me to look at something that's not going to fit into the trading strategy. Okay, and it's just going to be a waste of your time. It's going to be a waste of my time. It's going to be a waste of everybody else's time. So make sure, if you want to take a look at Aflac is on the list. AFL, Aflac. Target, TGT. Now, I'm looking for safety. That's my number one. Sexy Hockey Dad. Dude, how are you? Haven't been here in a while. James, who got you the shine? We'll get the boys together and ride out to the Square It Up. I like that idea. You know, the funny thing is, I was playing soccer the other day. You'd probably think that, you know, age 60, I'd be done playing soccer. But no, I still get out there with the guys. Some of them are in their 20s, and I'm out there running around with them. Every once in a while, I get the short end of the stick. Love to hear what members do. Yep. SMR, Caden. SMR. We'll take a look at that one. All right, no, I was saying because I used to have that insurance and it was safe. Oh, talking about Aflac. All right. What do you think about IBM today? All right, now I have way more companies on my list to take a look at today than we have time to take a look at. So I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as possible. So unless the question you have, Jason MPW, unless the question you have fits into what we're looking for, okay? 20 years, 2 decades, 20 years increased dividends and weekly options. Right there will allow us to jump forward and go a lot quicker. All right, so let's get going. Looking at the first one on the list is going to be MU, Micron. Okay, we're going to see how quick we can do this. You ready? Here we go. First thing we want to take a look at is the high of the year. Where's the low of the year? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Look at the movement. Up, down, sideways. We're at 97.73. The closest strike price that we're looking at will be the 98. Now, if you don't know what it is that I do, Kings and Aristocrats, Fly Girl, you're forgetting the contenders and the champions. And Warren Buffett's list. The 98 is going to be the closest. The 98 is going for 177. That's just a little bit less than 2%. But here's an interesting thing you may not have noticed. That there's only 3 days left to this option. So more than likely, we might have to jump into next week's options. Okay, so this week with 3 days left, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, seldomly are you going to get 1%. So sometimes we have to take a look at next week's. And next week's is 10 days away. The 98 is going for 265. That is almost 3%. I would do the 265 in 2 weeks rather than this one. No, I'd probably do this one first. 177 for the week. All right, that being said, let's take a look. Got to get my ginger tea. Life is good. Yes, it is. I love my guppy. Ooh, I love my guppy. I'm assuming you have fish tanks or a fish bowl, one or the other. I am actually taking my fish tank out of storage. I've been storing this fish tank for 20 years. I finally took it out and I am getting ready to put water in it. I look at the contracts first on options. Fly Girl, awesome. I love that idea. Mike, you're confused. I don't know why. I have ginger and turmeric chews. They're delicious. You should try them. Okay, great. Send me some information on them. I've never heard of them. But I drink ginger tea with honey. It's good for my throat because I'm not used to talking so much. S.J. Cranford. I do have a Discord. Unfortunately, it is only for paid members. Mike is in the wrong chat. Uh-oh. Mike confused in the wrong chat. Fly Girl, I'd like to hear what you got to say. Because very seldom do I see somebody new that goes right to the meat and potatoes and knows exactly what she's talking about. It sounds like you know what you're talking about. Try marshmallows for your throat. World you want to live in, girl. Back again. Cool. So I'm pretty good with names and numbers. Okay? So I notice people who've been here for a while. Mike, you're relatively new. Fly Girl, you're relatively new. Falcon, you've been here for a while. World you want to live in, girl, you've been here for a while. Story Rising, oh. What do I think about STY, or Misty, and STU? Yeah. Sorry, neither one of those. HET, I am in the wrong chat. I'm trying to learn. Oh, Mike. Well, Mike, what we're doing here is we're making investments on a weekly basis. Hold on, any member here can help with tax implications that you can use start up this up properly. Okay, Fly Girl, because sometimes certain contracts with the strike price don't move as much. Well, Fly Girl, I'm not looking for the contracts to move. What I'm looking for is to buy a safe. Thoughts on Tesla? No, Tesla doesn't have dividends. So it's going to be a no. All right, I'm going to stop the conversations. Look at the January leap that have lost significant value with high open interest. Mike, what's it going to cost me to get in this? Cause I need your education. Okay, Mike, here I teach you everything you need to know. Seriously, you don't need to pay a dime. Okay? What I'm teaching you here is simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week strategy. And I call it dividend capturing 2.0. Okay? So I'm looking at I'm looking at dividend stock companies that have consistently increased their payments to their shareholders for more than 2 decades. That's 20 years. We got the dividend kings, the dividend aristocrats, the dividend champions, the dividend contenders. And we like to look at Warren Buffett's list. Between those 5 lists right there, you're going to find over 300 companies traded every day in the stock market that have increased their dividends for more than 2 decades and have weekly options. That's the only thing I want to look at. I don't want to look at the new shiny objects. I don't want to look at ETFs because they just don't fit. Okay, I don't like stocks that have monthly options. They just don't fit. It's not that difficult to find good companies. Okay, there's over 54 dividend kings. They have increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. The dividend aristocrats, 67 companies that consistently increase for 25 consecutive years. The dividend champions, 150 companies that consistently increase their dividends for more than 25 years. That's a quarter of a century. And then you have the dividend contenders, 300 companies that consistently increase their dividends for more than 25 years. Oh, wait a minute. 10 to 24 years. All right. All right, Falcon. The January leaps have lost a significant value with high open interest. Okay, what else the value you're missing out on the January leaps is once you get into the 30-day threshold. The 30-day threshold is, the 90-day. The 90-day threshold. Okay, so let's go to the January leaps. January. Okay, let's go to AT&T. They should have Januaries. Right here, Januaries. So you see that number right here? That little tiny number right there. It says 59. That means it's 59 days until expiration on the January leaps. okay, you're in the 90-day time frame. As soon as you get into the 90-day time frame, the time decay kicks in, and the value of your option decreases as each day goes by. So you have a lot of different factors in a stock option. Well, you have time, okay, from now until day of expiration. Well, on the January's it's 59. The April's it's 149. When you get to the 90-day time frame, that's what you want to call the sweet spot, because more than 90 days you have no time decay. 90 days or less, the time decay accelerates. That means the value of the option goes down faster. And then the last 7 days, the last week, well, it even accelerates even more. That's why we like to sell the 7-day options. Now, the reason for that is we want to catch a simple, safe, predictable 1%. The way we do that is we buy a stock, okay, and we sell an option at the exact same price we just paid for it. But we only buy the stock when it's going into an upward direction, not at a high. This is AT&T. This is the high of the year. No, we don't do that. Okay, we wait for it to pull back, because that's what stocks do. They go up, they go down. When they go up, they go down. Okay, so as the stock is coming down, it finds a bottom, turns around, and goes back up again. That's where we want to jump in. Something that looks similar to this right here. Okay, see where it comes down? It turns around and goes back up again. It comes down, turns around, goes back up again. Comes down, turns around, goes back up again. That's what we're looking for, those type patterns. And we want to do it just before the EX date, because the EX date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. Once the dividend is paid out, the stock has a tendency to go down. So we don't really want to collect the dividend. We want to collect the appreciation coming into the dividend. So the dividend is listed right here. Okay, let's get out of this so you can see. Okay, all these green dots represent companies that have consistently increased their dividends. So they have the dividend that's going to be paying. Wow, only one on this day? 72. Okay, you can't see it. It doesn't look like anything there, but look, there's 72 companies. There's 43 here, 74 here, none here. Well, that's Christmas. That's understandable. The day before Christmas, only Portland. January 1st, nothing. December 25th, Christmas, nothing. Okay, the 16th, 34. There's only 3 on this day. 1 on that day. That's weird. GTY, 1 the day after Christmas. Anyway, so all of these companies are going to pay out their dividend. So here's the thing. A lot of companies, not all of them, but a lot of companies increase in value. The stock price goes up just before the dividend date. So the dividend date is a day I want to look at, because if I know the stock is going to increase before the 26th, well, I want to look at it 2 weeks before on a Monday. The reason why I want to do it on a Monday, because a Monday to Friday, that's a whole week. So if I buy all my positions on a Monday, I sell the options on a Monday, okay, I have 5 days of time value: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, the time value alone is going to be more than 1%. That's what I'm looking for. So if I can get a safe, predictable, consistent 1% every week, that would come to over 50% per year. And I like that idea. All right, let's get back to where we were. Hopefully that explains it for those who don't really understand what we're doing. We were looking at MU, Micron. Now, I'm going to try to go through these as fast as possible. So if we can hold up on the questions, that would be great, because I got a list of at least 20 stocks to go through, okay? So let's see if we can go through them really quickly, answer some of your questions. Make sure, if you're going to suggest a stock, it is over 20, it has more than 20 years of dividends. Increased dividends, preferably, and weekly options, okay? So we're all adults here. I'm sure we can follow the very simple instructions, okay? 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. All right, MU, Micron. Here's the high, here's the low. Look at the movement. Up, down, sideways. We're at 97.84. The closest strike price is going to be 98. The 98 for this week is going for 177. Next week it's going for 265. But I want to look at the January ones. Okay, so that is over 1%. That's what I'm looking for. So the question I ask myself is, do I like Micron? Do I like Micron at this price? Does it make sense to me? Well, great. Let's take a closer look. Now, I want to take a look first at the 1-year chart so I can find out whereabouts it is. Okay, everything looks good here. Then I want to take a look at the 90-day chart. The 90-day chart gives me an idea of the direction. What are other investors looking at? Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Look at this. It's just turning around right now. That's the 90-day. I want to zoom in closer, take a look at the 30-day. That gives me a better idea of what the stocks are about to do. Okay? 30 days ago, down, up, down, up, down. Look at this. Here's where it's turning. Remember I told you that? As a stock comes down, it finds the bottom. Same here. Look. Finds the bottom, turns, and goes back up again. Turns, goes back up again. Most people look for this, and then they want to hold on to it forever. No, they want to just keep it going up, up, up. It doesn't work that way. People like me, some of the people in the audience, they're going to say, all right, I'll take that. It goes up, and everyone has a different number in mind where they want to jump. Some people don't want to jump at all. Me, I want to jump at 1%, 2%. I want to get in, I want to get out. Because I see this happening almost every single week. Now, if I wanted to, now this is something you young folks got to understand. I'm 60, I'm retired. No desire to sit in front of my computer. If I wanted to sit in front of my computer, I can make a whole shitload. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable 1% per week. I want to be on for 10 minutes a day. That's it. That's why it's called the 10-minute trader. And remember, I created this for my 9-year-old. My daughter was 9 years old. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, and it couldn't use a whole bunch of head space. Let's put it that way. Couldn't use a whole bunch of head space, so it had to be in, out quickly. So 10 minutes a day is really not that difficult. Most we ever carried was 5 to 10 positions. That's about it. We usually average around 5, 6. That's about it. No more than that. Because it's easy to do 5 or 6 positions every week. We take a look at a company, Micron. Look, this is almost perfect. When I say almost perfect, I like 2 days to the upside. Okay, so the 30-day bottom is right here. That was yesterday. Today's an up day. Great. If tomorrow's an up day, that would give me a perfect opportunity to jump in, grab my almost 2% and move on. So let's do a quick covered call so you see what it looks like and you can actually see the numbers. So if you're wondering, if you're curious, this is being recorded on YouTube. This session right now, this is not recorded, this is live. It is actually 9:31 p.m., 11/19/24. That's Tuesday? This happens when you're retired. I didn't do anything today. Wait a minute, I did. I played out in the garden for a little bit, and what else did I do? I went and picked up some lumber, because I'm going to make some plant stands and some interesting stuff from my mom's estate. All right, anyway, that being said, here's where she turns. I want to jump in, grab it at 98. So let's change things around a little bit. Then you can see what a covered call is. A covered call is one of the safest strategies there is. You're going to buy the stock. You're going to sell somebody the rights to buy it from you for the exact same price you just paid for it. So if I'm going to pay $97.92, let's get rid of that. Let's change this to covered call. And let's do the 98s. Okay, so currently the current stock price is 97.87. I'm sorry, 97.84. So the closest strike price is going to be the 98. Okay, so if I buy it the 98s, I only want to do one contract. That would give you guys an idea of the numbers, how the numbers work. So one contract at the market price, that means first thing in the morning, it actually gets filled first thing at 9:31 a.m. All right. Here's what the order should sound like. I always encourage people to not only do the order, but to read it out loud so you can hear it, because sometimes your eyes and your hands don't coordinate quite right, and you sell something rather than buy it, or buy something rather than sell it. So here's what it should sound like. Buy one, covered call, MU 100s. Those are the weeklies. It expires every Friday. 22 November 24, that's this coming Friday. The $98 call option against the MU stock, which is the Micron, okay, which I'm going to buy at the market to open first thing in the morning. Okay, so it's 2 orders in one. I'm buying the stock and I'm selling the option all in one trade. Is that a failing wedge pattern? Don't start. Okay, here's my profit right here. Each contract. The nice thing I like about covered calls, it tells me what I'm going to make before I even do it. Most people just buy the stock and they jump out whenever they feel comfortable with the profits or they feel it going down. No, no, no. I know where I'm getting in. I know where I'm getting out before I even buy it. I know what my profit's going to be before I even initiate it. So, buy one covered call MU, blah, blah, blah. My break even is 95.93. Well, it's currently at 97.80. My break even is 95.93. So anything over 95.93 is going to be a profit. Profit, the maximum profit on a particular contract is going to be 206.50. So let's bring up my calculator. 206.50. And what is it costing me to do this one contract? Well, I'm going to need to buy 100 shares. 100 shares is going to cost me $9,594. That gives me a total of 2.1% for the week. Okay, so I'm getting 2.1% for 3 days because this particular order, the option expires this Friday. So if you don't like Micron, don't buy it. It's actually that simple. I got 5 simple rules. Okay, remember the 5 criteria? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. That's what I had to figure out for my 9-year-old daughter. Great. Here's the 5 rules I told her. Never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's consistently profitable. Weekly options are a must. And make sure the numbers work. The numbers, are you ready? What am I buying it for? What am I selling? How much am I profiting? Is it more than 1%? And is the chart telling me it's the right time? Let's get out of here. 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 We get back to where we started again. And this is what the chart is telling me the last 30 days. It went down, it went up, it went down. Now it's going back up again. That's what the chart is telling me. Okay, it's simple, safe, predictable. 1% a week, 1% a week is over 50% per year. Okay, let's take a look at some of these questions we got here. Mike, what's it going to cost me to get in on because I need your education? Okay, Mike, it's not going to cost you anything to come here every day. Okay, I show you exactly what you need to do in order to get it. Now, if you're uncomfortable with that, I have a lot of people that actually join the morning trading group. That is something you have to pay for. It's $100 a month. You actually get to watch everything I do as I do it. But you don't need it. Everything you need is right here. Okay, buy a good quality company. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Champions, Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. That's 300 companies. Any one of those would be great. When do you want to buy them? Well, you want to buy them just before the EX dividend date. Okay, there's 4 dates to remember on all dividend stocks. Hi. I already said hi. Okay, there's 4 dates to remember. Date number 1 is the announcement date. That's when the company comes out and says, hey, this is Microsoft. This is the dividend we're paying. This is when we're paying it. This is how much you collect. This is when you're getting it. Announcement date. Second, the EX dividend date. The EX dividend date, which is represented by these little green dots over here. Each one of these green dots represents a company that pays a dividend. The EX date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. That's a very important date. If you want to collect the dividend, you have to buy it before the EX date. 1 day, 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, doesn't matter, but it has to be before. Date number 3, the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Okay, buying an option does not entitle you to a dividend. You have to actually own the stock itself. Date number 4 is the payment date. Self-explanatory. Fly Girl wants to take a look at Procter & Gamble. Okay, so Micron, I like Micron. We just did it. Let's keep on keeping on. WBA dropped before the dividend. Can you analyze? Blueberry, how are you doing today? Oh, okay, Divi focused here. There you go. Exxon Mobil, that's just an option. Fly Girl, that's just an option. Yeah, well, that's what we're looking for. Options. Okay. Walgreens, WBA. I actually have some Walgreens. Procter & Gamble, blah, blah, blah. Right Theta. Yep. Understand your investing philosophy. Cool. Yay, Daddy. Do you work for a firm? Oh, no. I'm very bad employee. Seriously, I am. I find it very difficult to work for other people. It's true. You have those types. Those types that, hey, I want to be outside. I want to work for myself. I don't want anyone telling me what to do. That's me. Okay? Okay. I used to own my own manufacturing company. I couldn't work for other people. It was just, it was strange for me. Yeah, so I had my own manufacturing company for about 13 years. I sold it in the divorce. Can you imagine somebody leaving me? Anyway, that being said, let's go on to the next stock. Daddy, holy-ish, you're righty. Yeah, so no, I don't work for a firm, sorry. That was clear breakdown just now. Okay, glad you like it. Talk exit strategy. I always take 50% profits to hold for dips. All right, Scott. From what you just said, clearly you're in the wrong place, dude. Okay, I don't hold on to anything. Okay, I like 1% every single week. I like to be in, I like to be out, wash my hands, done and over with. Okay, companies go up, the stocks go up, the stocks go down. Before the EX date, before the dividend is paid up, stocks go up. As soon as the dividend is paid, stocks go down. Why do I want to hold it as it's going down? Get out, jump in and out. How can we research 300 companies in 10 minutes? KG92. Awesome question. Seriously, it is. Let's take a look. We're going to go look at Warren Buffett's list. Right there. Now, do you see the first week in December? The first week in December, Bank of America, General Motors. Those are the only two companies on there. All right? All right, 100-year-old companies. There we go. Look at that. Halliburton, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi, and Waste Management. You're not going to be looking at 300 companies. Okay? You buy the stock 10 days, okay, 2 weeks on a Monday before the dividend. So if I'm looking at CAH, Cardinal Health, it's paying a dividend on the 2nd of January. Holy shit, we're looking at January already. Okay, I want 2 weeks before on a Monday. So on a Monday, the 16th, the only thing I want to look at, I want to go back just a little bit to make it a little easier here. Yeah, 2023 gives me more stocks to look at because this year, December is so far out, some of the stocks aren't listed yet. So, okay, let's take a look at the first week of December. Okay, so when I'm looking on a Monday to buy a stock, I'm only looking at those that are up for consideration for that week. So on this week, these are the only stocks I want to look at. Okay? Nordstrom's, Key, Newmont, Bank of America, Baxter, eBay, General Motors, Heinz Ketchup, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Waste Management. I don't want to look at any of these. None. Okay? I'm only looking at those because those have their dividends coming up. How do I get access to this calendar, or where do I find it in information? Okay, Yosef, this here is on Thinkorswim. This is a trading platform. As a matter of fact, you can go to Google and put in EX Dividend Calendar. You get a whole bunch of them. But this one actually comes with the software. The software is free to download. I don't make anything off of it, okay? You actually have to call Charles Schwab. You download it for free. They'll let you use it for a month or two for free. And then after a while, they'd like you to move money over to their trading platform so you can trade with them. But if you think about it, no. EX dividend calendar. All right. So as I was saying, these are the only stocks I want to look at. I don't want to look at those. I don't want to look at those. I don't want to look at anything except for those, because I want to get in, get out, get my 1%, move on. Okay? Because once they pay their dividend, the stock has a tendency to go down. So why do I want to hold on to it? I want to grab my 1%. I say, thank you very much. I'll see you again in 90 days. Because Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Waste Management, Bank of America, General Motors, they all pay a dividend on the first week of December every year, which is the first week of the third month of the quarter. Because there's 3 months in a quarter, 13 weeks in a quarter, 4 quarters in a year, 266 trading days in a year. So it's all a numbers game. Simple. There's 7 days in a week. We can't trade 7 days. We only trade 5. Okay? So, if I only am looking at Nordstrom's, Key, Newmont, Bank of America, General Motors, Coca-Cola, that's the only ones I want to look at. If you cannot look through 5 or 10 stocks to pick out 1 or 2 good ones, and we're going to go through some examples to show you. Now this one right here, Micron, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. If you can't see that, remember this was created for a 9-year-old. Okay, you guys are all over the age of 18. You should be able to get this. Adults have a tendency to make things so complicated. Okay, if you can't see this, down, up, then you probably shouldn't be playing this game. Okay, if you can't see, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 companies, 11, sorry, there's 11. Yeah, there's 11. 11 companies, those are the only 11 to take a look at. That doesn't mean to jump and take a look at those. It's a dividend EX date calendar. Thanks, Paul. All right, so that being said, we're looking for certain things. When are they paying their dividend? Is the premium going to be more than 1%? Is it in an upward trend at the moment? I don't want it as it's coming down, and I don't want it at the top. I want it as it's bouncing off. This is like almost perfect. I like 2 days to the upside. This is only 1 day. Okay, yesterday is the 30-day bottom. Friday was low. Monday was lower. Today, Tuesday, it's higher. I'm looking 2 days. It'd be perfect tomorrow if it keeps going, because it's also offering me over 2%. Well, close to 2%. Wait a minute, no. We did the math. It's over 2%. What was it again? 2.13. Okay, so 2.13% on this one stock right there. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. I've been babbling long enough. You guys are probably tired of me babbling, which I do that often. I want to sit in my PC. Well, alrighty then. KG, we don't look at all 300. We'll only look at about 5 or 6. 2% sounds like small amount. Daddy, you're absolutely 100% correct. Okay? Now, when you say something like that, I know that you're in the wrong place. You're wasting your time being here. Okay, 2% a week is over 100% per year. What is it going to take? It's going to take me 10, 15 minutes a day. Well, over a 5-day period, that's 1 hour a week. 1 hour a week on an account with over $100,000 in it, that's $1,000 an hour. $1,000 an hour, that's all. Mitchell, what happened to my eye? I was playing soccer, I got hit. It's like, let me think. I broke my elbow, broke my arm, broke my collarbone, and I got this. I got a lot of injuries, groin injury. Yeah, playing soccer. You'd think that by my age I'd be already quit, but nope. I ain't ready to call it quits yet. 60 years old. I think I was the oldest person on the field. I think I am the oldest person on the field. That's weird. All right. Huzz. Huzz? Never heard of it. H-U-Z-Z. Uh-oh, let's take a look at H-U-Z-Z. That why you aging well? I don't know, could be. Okay, can't find that symbol, Huzz. So that's going to be a no. Sorry. All right. Next on the list is going to be Ally Bank. A-L-L-Y. Ally Bank is on Warren Buffett's list, in case you're curious. All right. A couple of things I want to look at quickly. Now, it doesn't take long. It should take you 2 to 3 seconds. Step number 1, 2 to 3 seconds. You ready? Here it goes. High, low, was, is, direction. Okay, that's it. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, up. Take 2 to 3 seconds. High, low, was, is, up. Okay, there you go. After I see that, the current price at this moment is $35.69. The closest strike price, they're right here, 35, 35.50, 36, 36.50, 37, 37.50, so on and so forth. Well, 35.69, the closest strike price should be 35.50. Well, it's going for 45 cents. But I'm losing 19 cents right off the top. So I take 19 cents off of here. It's no longer 1%. But remember, it's only 3 days. So we might have to work next week. Next week, the 35.50 is 70 cents. That is well over 1%. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. It's actually that simple. Okay, high, low, was, is, what's the direction? What's the current price? 35.69. Well, today's Tuesday. We're looking at Wednesday's prices. We have 3 days. I'm not going to get a good 1% on 3 days. So we look at next week. 35.50 is going to be 70 cents. That is well over 1%. So now I want to take a close look at the chart, because once I see the numbers are good, the first step is putting the stocks in a calendar. Second step is picking the stocks to look at, because you're only looking at the 1 week. That's it. Whatever stocks are coming up 1 week at a time, because we look at, hold on a second. Okay, we look at just these stocks. Next week, just these stocks. Next week, just those. Next week, just those. Next week, just those. So on and so forth. We only look at what is up for consideration. We don't look at Mendeley's, okay? While we're looking at eBay, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi, we don't look at Cardinal Health. We don't look at Mendeley's. We don't look at John Deere. We don't look at Monsanto. We don't look at AIG. We don't look at Cisco. We don't look at American Express. We only look at these. That's it. Okay? That's it, because there's 300 to look at. You can't look at all 300 every day. Okay? And you can't buy 300 every day. So Monday is when we do all our buying. I buy all my stock. I spend 98% of my money on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm just looking at the positions, seeing what they're doing. Friday, I check to see how is the stock reacted to what I bought, what I sold, what's going to happen over the weekend. That's the important part. All right, that being said, let's go back to this example. 2 weeks out, the 36, great. Well, let's actually do one. Okay, back to here, covered call, the 35.50s right there. And we want to do just one contract at the market, so it fills first thing in the morning. Here's what it sounds like. Hold on 1 second. Oh, that was a good one. Whew. That was a good sneeze. Uh-oh. That one doesn't want to seem to stay on. All right. That being said, let's take a look. Buy one, covered call, alley, 100s. Those are the weeklies. 29 November 24. That's this coming Friday. Thank you, Yosef. The November 29, 24. That's this coming Friday. Wait a minute. That's next Friday. That's not this Friday. It's next Friday. The 35.50 call option against the alley stock at the market to open. Okay, 2 trades at one time. Buying the stock, selling the option. Profit on this one, $68 per contract. $68 per contract, costing $3,400. What does that look like? Clear that. $68 is the profit. What is the trade costing me? $34.82. And that is 1.95%. That's extremely close to 2%. Not quite, but close enough. I like 1.9%. If you can get 1.9% every single week, that's extremely close to 100% for the year. Pause due to poor connection. You know, it always boggles my mind. The router is 5 feet away. Literally 5 feet away. The router's 5 feet away. Why is it having problem connecting? Boggles my mind. All right, that being said, let's jump on to another. We still have over 30 companies to look at. You guys just keep rattling them off. Now, back to where, that's where I want to do. I want to do that back there and back to the starting gate. Here we go. All right. Yeah, so Daddy, if 2% sounds small to you, you're in the wrong place. Buzz, or Huzz to the moon, never heard of it. What's that? Junie, never heard of it. Daddy, in a week, 1%, uh-oh. Wow, I missed all these questions. All right, here we go. World that you want to live in, girl. Daddy, 1% a week or greater is genius. Over 52% a year. That's correct. This seems like a great trade. Yes, it does. But always, okay. World you want to live in, girl. It is a good trade if you like the company. That is always, see, I got 5 questions you got to ask yourself. Number 1, does it make sense? If anything I say, by the end of the day, it should make sense. Okay? Does it make sense? That's number 1. Number 2, can I picture myself doing this? Because you have to change your thinking. Because you're not thinking long term anymore. You're thinking 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. I want to get in, I want to get out. Did you recommend Tesla? I don't do Tesla. Sorry, kiddo. If you sell in the money under the cost base and it falls, do you adjust your cost base? Yeah, absolutely, Paul. All right, Paul, you've been here long enough. You know if I don't hit my target this week, I'm going to roll it into next week. Okay? Come on. Why is that not working? Not working. I don't want to do a rail. Well, let's go back to home. There we go. And live. There we go. Instagram. Come on, Instagram. You guys should do better than that. All right. What was I saying? So how much do you average weekly doing the strategy? Daniel! There's always one person in the crowd that wants to go right to it. Well, what do you make on average? Here we go, Daniel. Every single week, I share each and every one of my trades. This is my website here. All these little dots behind me represents my social media. There's Twitter, YouTube, X, books by TikTok, Patreon, blah, 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 all those. Underneath that, I share 3 different accounts with you guys. What about Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola, sorry, the numbers just don't work for Coca-Cola. You'll see every single week. There's 52 weeks in a year. Week 36, week 35, week 34, 33, 32, 31, all the way down to week number 1. Where's week number 1? That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Week 1. January 2nd, 2024. General Motors, Ford, Macy's, CVS. Okay? Week number 1, 2.12%. Over here, 1.99. Is that right? No, sorry, 2.99. CVS, General Motors, Southwest Airlines, Comcast, and Ford. I share every single trade I do every single week. So what do I average every single week? Between 1 and 2%. Do I hit 1% every week? No, I do not. Once in a while, I don't hit 1%. But there are weeks where I get 2.4, 1.3. Look at this, 0.85. See, I don't do it every week. 0.85. I didn't make 1% this week. But over here, 1.35, 2.78, 0.9, 1.03, 1.6, 3.6, 1.06, 1.9, 2.57, so on and so forth. If you really want to take a look, they're all there. Okay? For the first 6 months of the year, I shared 2 accounts. In July, I picked up a 3rd one, so I share 3 accounts with you guys. The numbers are all there. Bitto, Macy's, Kohl's, AEO, Win, MPW, all the trades I do. They're time-stamped right here. Tells you what kind of a trade it was, how many, what company, what was the call strike I sold, what was the profit I collected. If you know how to read one of these, you'll know this particular week here, I made 1.6%. Okay? Not always 1%, sometimes more, sometimes less, but on average, over 1. Over 1% on $100,000 is $1,000 a week. $52,000 a year. Once you take out taxes and commissions, it's about 1% a week. Anyway, that's that. So I hope that answers your question, Daniel. Simone, how are you today? Have you looked at Verizon? Haven't looked at Verizon yet. We'll write down VZ. We looked at it last night. Okay, Daniel, the goal is 1% a week. Yep. What's your opinion on WiMAX? Hell no. Hey, Samuel, how are you? MetLife. Ooh, Robin, I like MetLife. MET. That is on my list. Riven is not on my list. Bitto is not on my list. When I say 20 years of profits, okay, if you do not know you're buying Bitto, that's not 20 years old. Riven, not 20 years old. How can you get 20 years of dividends if the company's not 20 years old? Riven doesn't have dividends. Yep, it's a no. Thank you. No nickname. Was today's morning bell the right time to jump in on Johnson & Johnson? Now, Johnson & Johnson is one of those companies that's been around forever. Okay? Unfortunately, Johnson & Johnson, the premiums aren't that great. When I say I want 1% per week, look what Johnson & Johnson is paying. Currently, it's at 153. Okay? So 153.98 is what I'm going to pay for it first thing in the morning. So I'm looking at the 154s. They don't have them, but the 155s are going for 24 cents. No. 152 and a half, 118. Not quite there. The 152 and a half here, a week. No. The numbers in Johnson & Johnson just don't work. The company is so big, they've been around for so long, they just don't need to pay more than 1% on a weekly basis. Rio, that's going to be a no. Let's keep on keeping on. Next one on the list, Walmart. This is going to be a no right off the top. WMT, only because Walmart is at the high of the year. I don't buy at the high of the year. It makes no sense to me. Standing on a ladder, waiting for someone to bring me a taller ladder, yeah, no thanks. Macy's. Laura, I like Macy's. I actually own some Macy's. I'll write it down. We'll take a look at it. Walgreens, it's already on the list. Can you get 1% even if it goes down? Absolutely. Okay, Sunrise Wireless. Sun's Wireless. Why would you say no? You can get 1% even if the stock goes down. Rio's a no. Definitely not Newt. Okay. Fly Girl, you use Thinkorswim, cool beans. Just do WiMAX, YMAG. They pay weekly dividends along with Round Hill and D-Finance. Wow. Really? YMAG, you think they pay? YMAG, YMAG. Sorry, dude, that's a monthly option. Okay, you do not have weekly anything with a monthly optionable stock. Monthly options mean you can do it once per month. That's it. Ooh, look at that. Anthony Garcia wants to take a look at Citigroup. Cool beans. Now, YMAG is a no. YMAX, that's a no. Okay? I like 1% every week. You can't get 1% on a monthly. Just no way possible. Unless you want to sit in front of your computer all day long, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. No thanks. That's not what I want to do. Doesn't the stock dropping always negate the dividend? No, it does not. Bring that. Bring that, you're missing what we're looking for. We're not looking to collect the dividend. We're looking to collect the premium. Let's take a look at, here we go. Okay, Macy's right now, $15.25. The $15.50 is going for 7. That doesn't work. But next week's $15.50 is going for 64 cents. That's over 3%. Okay, even if the stock goes down, I'm still collecting premium. Okay, I'm not looking to collect the dividend. I like going to look at the dividend. Look, not that's like kind of like window shopping. I'm going to look. I don't want to buy. Okay, I don't want to collect the dividend. I want to collect what the stock goes up before the dividend is paid. Then I want to get out. If I go for just 1% a week, I get that every single week. And that comes to over 50% per year. I don't get attached to anything. I will look at Macy's 4 times a year. because they pay their dividend 4 times a year. So if that's what I'm looking for, I don't want to buy something to hold on to it. Okay, Anthony, we'll take a look at Citigroup. Next on the list, ATZ. What the heck is ATZ? Anytime I say that, it's usually going to be a no. ATZ is a no. Intel. Ooh, I like Intel. I actually own some Intel. Here's Intel. First thing I always want to see. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what way is it going? Up, down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways. At 24.20 at this moment in time. Great. What's the last 90 days look like? Well, the last 3 months, she went down, she went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, Intel's not a good play at this moment in time. We jump and take a look at the 30 days. Well, that's right here. Look at the last 30 days. 30-day bottom was right here. 30-day top, well, now it's coming down. I'm looking for it to get way down to here before I jump in again. So even though the numbers look good on Intel, 24.24, the 24.50s go for 50 cents, that's 2%. But the chart's telling me it's not the right time to buy. Just because the numbers look good, the chart's telling me she's in a downward trend. Once it finds the bottom, turns around, goes back up, then it will be a yes. I look at enough stocks to make sure I'm always picking something as it's bouncing off the bottom. Definitely not Newt. I told you 2 or 3 times, Rio's a no. I'm not quite sure how I have to explain it to you. See, RIO, Rio. It's a monthly. It's a no. Okay? I don't know if actually seeing it on the screen, saying, oh, December, January, February, March, April, those are months. That's a monthly. That's a no. It doesn't fit. Weekly options only. Doesn't the stock dropping always negate the dividend? Not at all. Okay, I'm not buying in. Okay, bring that. I'm not buying the stock as it's dropping. If it drops after I buy it, I go back to rule number 1. Never buy something you don't understand. If you're looking at the stock, if you like the stock, most people buy a stock, hold on to it for decades. Decades, years, decades. So the stock goes up. Look, here's this one. Up, down, up, down, up, down. A year ago it's at 70. Now it's at 62. Well, what the hell happened to 60 and 75? Well, I didn't see that because I held it for the year. I got 4 dividends off of it. Okay? Most people buy and just hold for the year. Oh, it went down a little bit this year. They don't look at the up, down, up, down. No, I look at it every day. I want to jump in and get 1% every week. It takes 10 to 15 minutes for me to do it every day. Cisco, we'll take a look at it. CSCO. Next on the list is ARR. ARR. That's a no. It's a monthly. ADP. ADP. Okay, ADP. It looks like it's going to be a no only because, look at right here. Here's the high of the year. It's pulled back way too much, unclaimed real estate. What does that mean? It means it's primed to go down. Okay, here's the high. It's on its way down. No. We'll look at it in another couple of weeks. I'm actually going to write it down for 2 weeks from today, ADP. Because my assumption is in 2 weeks she'll be here. Okay, my assumption in 2 weeks she'll be down here and be a perfect time to take a look at it again. DKG302, good evening, James. Have you already looked at Kohl's tonight? Not yet, but it's on the list. Definitely not Newt. Okay, dude, we already said that. All right, Canadian stock investing, we already looked at Micron. That's passion you play. Okay, George. Do you consider your approach risk adverse? If so, how? If not, what are the risks? Ooh, that's a good question. I haven't gotten a question like that. I love Dory. Cool beans. All right, Yusuf, can you please briefly explain the dividend concept again? Like when you buy it and sell it. I must have missed it. Oh, okay. Yusuf, you ready? There are currently, at this moment in time, 9,753 different companies you can invest in. I check every single week. The number changes every week. This week, it's 9,753. Out of all those companies, half of them will pay a dividend, sharing their profits with their investors. The other half take all their profits, put it back into the company for capital growth. If you're looking for capital growth, meaning the stock going from here up to here, you are currently in the wrong place. That's not what I do here. I'm looking for consistent income. The only way I can get that is through companies that share their profits. By sharing their profits, it gives me two things. Number one, if all hell breaks loose and the stock drops down to nothingness, at least I'm getting a higher dividend every single year. Okay? Why do I say that? Well, because you have companies that have been in business for over 100 years. Okay, 100 years. What have we seen? World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf, the Great Depression, the stock market crash, the oil embargo of the 70s, the crash in '87, the Y2K crash, the dot-com crash, the financial crash, the real estate crash, okay, and just recently, the pandemic. But you have these companies that have consistently increased their dividends even through all that crap. Even through the pandemic where stocks in the financial crisis where companies lost 50 to 70% of their value. These select companies have consistently increased their dividends even during those times. Those are the ones I want to invest in. Because there is a pullback, a crash, a recession, whatever you want to call it, every decade. Did we have one this decade? Yes, we did. 2021, the pandemic, the market crashed. Okay, is it going to do it again? Yes, it is. When? Nobody knows. But here's the thing. If I'm consistently getting 1% every single week, if the stock market crashes, at least the companies I'm getting have weekly options, which means I continuously get some money from them, even though the stock price is down. Okay, I might not get 1%, but I can get a half or a quarter. Okay, a half or a quarter is better than nothing. What's going on with Kohl's? We're going to look at Kohl's in a little bit. Is that 100% a year from dividends or trading options? Well, that is from trading options, not from dividends. It's from dividend stocks trading options. Okay, it's like two or three things mixed together in order to come up with what I came up with. All right, that being said, awesome. Thanks a lot. You got it, Yusuf. I just logged into Thinkorswim. What screen should I pick? Default or any other screen for workplace? User 1809500400049. First and foremost, you're going to see a lot of crap you do not need. Okay, these little tiny arrows. Click them, unclick them. See what they all do. Click them, unclick them. All right? Over here, you're going to have a bunch of stuff. Right? Watch list. Quick charts. Okay? Quick chart, quick chart. Okay? You're going to have a lot of stuff. Right here, this line, this vertical line in the center, you can grab it and you can move it any way you want. Okay? There's a little arrow smack dab in the middle. You click that, the whole thing disappears. Click it again, way over here on the left, it brings it back. Lots of stuff you can look at. What do I look at? Well, mainly I look at monitor, trade. I hardly ever use this, hardly ever use that. Market watch, I use that all the time. Now, when you're doing market watch, you got quotes, alerts, visualize, financing rates, and calendar. I always use the calendar. Certain things you're going to use consistently. Now, you will see me going from one screen to another, but I'm always using the same screens over and over again. There's 98% of what's available on Thinkorswim, I have no clue because it's not important to me. I keep focused on my goal, and that's the only thing I keep focused on because that's what I want to do. I want to make that 1% every week, and then I want to be able to enjoy my life. I had a wonderful day today. I got out of bed when I felt like it. I did my morning trades. I always do it 9 o'clock every morning. And then I played in my garden, did some planting, and a bunch of other minor, petty stuff. But it was nice, and I went shopping. Thank you. Uh-oh, no, I missed that one. I miss these things every once in a while. And do I day trade? No, I do not day trade. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Thank you, thank you. Do you create that calendar, the stock watch week, or did the information provided somewhere? Okay, Jay Knoll. The watch list, that's over here. You come up to the watch list. Okay, get rid of this. Slide this all the way down, and then I can click on here, and I can create a new watch list. Okay, now I can call it Dividend Kings. I can call it Johnny's Picks. I can call it 3-Day Pizza. I can call it anything I want, and then I can insert stocks or remove symbols anytime I want to, and then you get to hit the save button. Once you hit that save button, then you can come on over to, let's get rid of that, on over to the Market Watch, click on this, and then you can hit all your personal lists. See, these are all my personal list here. Okay, 100-year-old stocks, stocks specifically for calendar spreads, the Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Dividend Kings, Warren Buffett's list, so on and so forth. These are all my personal lists, and they all have a specific reason. Okay, Noah, you want to take a look at Apple? I do have some Apple. Okay, I'll put Apple on the list. A-A-P-L. What do you think of no oil right now and a dividend? I don't even know what no oil is. Short options, end of the year closing price. Nope, no, don't pay attention to that either. Okay, BP, British Petroleum. Okay, SK, you cash out on November 29th for Alley. Okay, what are your conditions you select stocks? Is it earnings? No. Well, the way I pick my stocks, it's very, very simple. If the company is consistently profitable, meaning, do they increase their dividends every single year? That's it. Are they consistently profitable? Do they have weekly options? That's the only two criteria I'm looking for. Just invest in BlackRock easy. Yeah, dude, you have no clue, seriously. And I really dislike people like you. Quick, painless, right to the point, right? All right. Meta, hell no. Where do I view the calendar? Okay, Beanhead, I'm going to disagree with you yet again. No. Apple stock predictions to close at the year. In your own roundabout. Okay, thanks. I make 50% per year. Actually, I'm making about 80% this year. It's crazy this year. So, you know, you're entitled to your opinions. Absolutely fine. I get nothing against, you know, people voicing their opinions. Whether I think you're wrong or not, hey, perfectly acceptable. If you think you're right, that's all that matters. You think you're right doing what you're doing, perfectly fine. Okay, but you're in a place that does something totally against what you're suggesting. All right. How much do you make in dividends a year? Rich, I make plenty. Okay, I make over 1% a week. So if you figure out whatever money you have, let's say hypothetically you have 500 grand, 1% a week is 250,000 a year. Only they can do what they do. I'm just trolling. Yeah, I'll keep trolling somewhere else. Thank you very much. All right, so that being said, where do I go to view the calendar? I already showed you that. Meta, no. Disney, well, let's take a look at Disney really quick. Disney's going to be big fat no. Reason being, it's at a very high at the moment. Look at the big gap up. They are their investors, right? Okay. See it going straight up, 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 up. You got a big gap here. Gaps have a tendency to fill. What does that mean? That means that bad boy is going to come down eventually. Okay? I do not want to buy it at the high. Okay? What am I waiting for? To go higher? Yeah, I don't play that game. Hey, Ashley, not quite what I said. Give me a minute. Nick, does the spread on the options affect the week you select? No, not at all. It's not a runway gap. Runaway gap. Well, it looks like a runaway gap to me because it looks like, you know, just shot up, ran away. But anyway, that's besides the point. What do I think about BP oil stocks? We're going to take a look at that, Bishop. Okay, I actually wrote down BP. We're going to look at that in a little bit. I want to go through all these questions before I move on to the next one. Ron Weasley, Sith Lord. Beanhead. You seem to say what you don't do more than anything. What the hell does that mean? Gold mines. Hell no. Where was I? Oh, Comcast, CMCSA. CMCSA. All right, Ron, we'll take a look at that. British Petroleum. Yep, we're going to take a look at that one. What about Disney? We're going to take a look at that. Oh, we already looked at Disney. Get out of there, kid. Even, how are you doing? Instead of saying what you do, invest in. Yeah, Beanhead. All right, I'm getting rid of you. I can't stand people like you. Put the time out. There we go. All right, don't want to deal with him. Misty's pretty good. No. Okay, legendary shoppers, if you take a really good look at what Misty has to offer, MSTY, okay? Number one, Misty is at a high, okay? Not something I want to buy. I don't want to buy at the high, because what am I waiting for? To go higher? Yeah, no, I don't play that game. Number two, it's monthly options. I can only write a monthly option on this stock once a month. That's it. There's only 12 months in a year. Okay, if I'm getting 1 to 2% return per each option trade, that's 12 to 24% a year. If you're okay with that, great, no problem. The challenge I have, or one of the challenges I have with monthlies, look at this. This is 1 month. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. 4 weeks, 1 month. Great. It was at 22. The bottom is at 20. Wait a minute. Okay, a month ago at 29. The bottom's at 26. It's currently at 42. Great. Now tell me, where's it going to be in 4 weeks? That's the issue I have with monthlies. It's hard enough to figure out where it's going to be in 5 days. Where is it going to be in 30 days? Or 31 days. Look at this, see? 31 days. Where's it going to be? Okay? It's very challenging to find out where a stock is going to be in 30 days. 5 days is tough enough. What's the best dividend stocks? I don't know any answers to give you. Please do serve robotics. Draco, you got to give me the ticker symbol. Apple stock predictions. We're going to look at Apple in a little bit, Noah. All right, Jimmy Redwing, Uber, not 20 years old, dude. WVE, what the heck is WVE? WVE, never heard of it. That's a hell no. Uber, no. How would WWW3 affect all of this breaking news preparing for it? All right, let me ask you this question. Have we had World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all the wars in the Gulf? Have we had all that already? Well, companies like Coca-Cola, General Electric, Walgreens, Wells Fargo, Procter & Gamble, Clorox. There's hundreds of companies that are over 100 years old that's seen World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all that crap. We're always going to need toothpaste, toothbrushes, mouthwash, dishwashing liquid, paper towels, toilet paper. We're going to need all that stuff. Okay? Companies that have products that we use consistently are always going to be in business. Bill Kardashian, dude, it's been a while. Haven't seen you. Soundhound, no. So, when do I jump in, jump out? Is that Fafasi PT? It's different with each one. What happened to your eye? I was back talking to my girlfriend. She slapped me. Dude, I hurt myself playing soccer. Again. ARM. ARM? ARM Holdings. Okay, so what does ARM actually do for dividends? ARM. Sorry, dude. ARM has no dividends. Yeah, Yusuf, thank you. ARM, no dividends, no thank you. All right. If the company doesn't have dividends, no. No dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. Got a shiner from taking someone's hard-earned money. No, I'm actually 60 years old getting out playing soccer with 20 and 30-year-olds, okay? I think the oldest guy besides me must be in his 40s. I'm the oldest guy on the field. Okay, what's the website he's using? I'm using Think or Swim. This seems pre-recorded. Mellow Jello, it is pre-recorded. Tomorrow, it will be pre-recorded. But at this moment in time, hold that thought for 1 second, Mellow Jello. 10:24 p.m. November 19th, 2024. Okay, no, this is not pre-recorded. All right, sorry. ENER, what the heck is that? Uh-oh, uh-oh. I just missed all my questions. Uh-oh. ENER, okay. Philly, ENER, what the heck is that? ENR. Energize Holding. Dude, seriously, when I say weekly options, why are you giving me something with monthly options? Okay, it's really strange when I tell you exactly what it is I'm looking for, you give me something that doesn't fit. If it doesn't have dividends, no. If it doesn't have weekly options, no, but you gave me one that has monthly. Why would you do that? What are the most common expiration dates for options? Friday. The most common day for options Friday. That's it. Options expire Friday. Look into the paradox base. Look into paradox on base, the first coin in blockchain history without any human involvement. ENR. No, we looked at ENR and I said no. Is there a quick way to make money doing trading? Yeah, you can go in and lose everything. That means you're trading, you're giving it to someone else. I'm in Crocs calls right now. Nick, I have no idea what that means. SCHD, hell no. Chris, have you even looked at the numbers? All right, Rick, do you use Delta to enter trades or do you just make sure your strike is over the cost basis? Rick, I'm looking to buy in a stock. Okay, hold on. Let's pick up one. AEO. AEO. You are the vowels. AEO. You. Okay. 1743. If I'm buying it, Nick, or is it Nick or Rick? Rick. If I'm buying it at 1783. That's the current price. 1783. The closest strike price to 1783 is going to be the 18. So I'm going to be selling the 18. Not this week, but next week. Okay, this week only has 3 days left. Probably not going to get 1%. But next week has 10 days left. Okay, the 18 is going for 32 cents a share. That is more than 1.5%. Okay? So if I'm looking to buy it at the current price, 1783, the closest strike price is going to be the 18. The 18 is going for more than 1%. More than 1% is over 50% per year. Chris, SCHD, dude, I don't know how to say this to you politely, but do you really look at the numbers before you buy something? Joseph, I think AEO is going to go up tomorrow. Joseph, hold that thought, okay? Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was a year ago, here's where it is now. She went up, she went down, she went up, she went down. Here's where we are right now. Look at the last 90 days. Last 3 months. High, low, where was it, where is it? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's going down. Nick, call options on Crocs, swing trading. Okay. I don't know who Crocs is, but we'll take a look at it. C-R-O-X. So, it's still going on the downside. Now, before we move on, let's take a look. Third touch of resistance. All right, Nick, I said we'll take a look at it, all right? Next, I want to take a look at the seasonality. What is seasonality, you may ask? Laura, which one can I buy this week? Laura, chill. You're new here. Just relax. Don't be so quick to part with your money. Yosef, look at what we're looking at. The blue line represents this year, okay? She went up, she went down, she went up, she went down. Here's where we are right now. The red line, that's 10 years worth of data. All the way up to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right is December 31st. This is the way the stock reacts throughout the year. The blue line is this year. The red line is 10 years worth of average movement. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, so on and so forth, 10 years. This is what it normally does. Let's zoom in to the next couple of weeks. So from here to here, this is the next couple of weeks. So historically speaking, Yosef, you're correct. The stock normally goes up this time of year. Okay? The red line is the average of 10 years worth of movement. So on average, every year the stock goes up this time of year. So you're right about that. But is it going to? Now, just because it used to, or it's done it 10 years in a row, does not guarantee that it's going to do it now. Okay, it could turn around tomorrow. This could be the bottom, and she could turn around and go back up again. It could. But let's take a look at the numbers. Currently, right now, 1783, the closest one's going to be the 18, and that's paying 32 cents. So let's see what that looks like. Get rid of this. We switch over to covered call. The 18 right here. Let's just buy one contract so we don't scare people with the big numbers. People get scared when it costs lots of big numbers. Okay, confirm and send. Here's what it sounds like. Now, when I say read it out loud, because the main reason most beginners lose money, they press a wrong button, or they buy instead of sell, or they sell instead of buy. You got to get the terminology correct. It's a new world you're entering. You know, world of investing, a world of investing on a weekly basis. Most people don't do weekly basis. Buy one covered call. AEO 100. Those are the weeklies. 29 November 24. That's next Friday. Not this Friday. Next Friday. The $18 call strike against the AEO stock at the market to open. Okay, the profit on this trade is going to be $91.50 per contract. Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, if the profit's 91 bucks and 50 cents, what is it costing me for that one contract? Well, 100 shares are going to cost you $1,709. So the rate of return for 1 week, 5.3% for 1 week. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a lot to some of you people, but 5% a week, well, multiply that by 52. If you can get it every single week, that's 278% for the year. If you can get 5% every week. I don't get 5% every week, and I've been doing this for 20 years. My average is a little over 1%. Okay, let's get out of that. Get out of that. Back to here, and back to where we started. Next on the list. Chris, seriously, dude, I'll tell you what. I will do a deep, deep dive in SCHD if you go in, do the research right now, and let me know how many years of consistent profits has SCH done. Okay? Seriously, go in, find out. If you're investing in SCHD, great, wonderful. Tell me what I don't know. Okay? Go into it, look historical performance. What is the historical performance on the increased dividends in which SCHD has performed? And what is the current rate of return for SCHD? Come back, let me know, and we'll go into it. AMD, advanced micro divisions, sorry, no dividends, no thank you. Sorry, dude. So options, are you selling within 3 days? Yes and no. It's Thrill House. Thoughts on OXLC? Nope. ECC? Nope. That was quick, wasn't it? What do you think about BKKK? Nope. What happened to my eye? I got slapped for asking stupid questions. PLTR. Okay, I don't do PLTR. No dividends. No thank you. Awesome. Your channel is the best. I enjoy listening to you. Keep it going. None of your business. What's happening? Check BKYY. BKKT. Oops. Let's try it one more time. BKKT. Hell no. How do you like that? Ooh, VLO, Valero. I like Valero. VLO. Now, when I say there's 9,753 companies available, you guys are throwing at me companies that just don't fit. Seriously, if you are investing, you should be able to know exactly what you're putting your money into. BKKY, BKKT, seriously, dude, are you at least looking at what they're offering? Okay? No options. All right, look at this. Monthly options? Yeah, no thank you. Okay? I was playing soccer, yeah. VLO, ET. Now, I used Alcon, I used to trade energy transfer. I used to. But energy transfer, if you take a look at the premiums, okay? Look, at the money, not bad. Out of the money, less than 0.5%. 2 strikes out of the money, 1 penny. 3 strikes, 0.00000. Yeah, I stopped playing this stock because the premiums aren't that good. If the stock goes against you, you get nothing. Okay? Okay, 2 strikes out of the money, you're getting nothing. Look at Intel, INTC. INTC. Okay, look at Intel. I can go 8 strikes out of the money and I'm still getting money. All right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes out, I'm still getting money. Okay, Dell, DELL. Okay, look, 8 strikes out, I'm still making money. Okay, energy transfer, no. 2 strikes, I'm getting nothing. INOD, hell no. INOD. No. Okay, monthly. Seriously, guys, if you're investing, you should know what you're investing in. If you're investing in INOD, you should know that they only have monthly options. Okay, if it has monthly options, it's going to be a no. You're just wasting our time. Oracle, Scarlet, I like Oracle. ORCL. Okay, unfortunately, Oracle is at the current high of the year. I hate when it does that. Okay, Oracle is at the high of the year. Look at all this empty real estate down here. This thing's going to come down, and when it comes down, I want to buy it down that area. I like Oracle, I do. I got Kohl's covered. Randy, good to hear that. Why does the value of an OC option using its historical underlying implied volatility not match? None of your business. That's a question that is an advanced question. I don't know why you're asking that question here, but OC option, I have no idea what that means. Okay, using historical underlying implied volatility not match the. Okay, dude, you're complicating things. When I say adults have a tendency to complicate things more than they need to, you're asking yourself a couple of questions. Question number 1, do I like the company? That's question number 1. Number 2, does it make sense? Number 3, do I want to buy it? What is it giving me? $189.99. The 190s are going for $2. That is 1%. That makes sense. Now, is it the right time to buy? Look, here's the bottom of the 30 days. Here's the top of the 30 days. This thing has a lot ways to come back down before it's up for consideration. Sorry. Legendary Shopper, Misty. No, I already went over that one. Fly Girl, exactly. Woohoo! Uh-oh. I missed some. Okay. Riot. Ooh, I like Riot. What a good dividend stock to hold. All right, Savage Bill, I don't hold anything. Okay, I'm not looking to get married again. Okay, a stock is something to make a profit off of. If you want to hold it for 10, 15 years, hey, more power to you. You're in the wrong place. Okay, I love the company. I love the, I like the fact that you're here and you're interacting. I like that. However, you're actually in the wrong place. You're basically wasting your time here. I don't buy anything to hold. Because if you buy a stock to hold, you're getting a dividend once every 90 days. That's 4 times a year. What are you going to get in the max? 4, 5, 6% per year? You're in the wrong place, dude. I'm looking to get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50% per year. I'm looking to buy a stock, and get 50 capture a premium off of a good dividend move because stocks go up before the dividend is paid. So if I'm buying a stock, getting in before the dividend is paid, capturing that artificial run-up, getting that 1%, getting out and moving on to another one. Okay, the calendar has stocks every single week. Okay, Newmont, Nordstrom's, Key Bank, Bank of America, Baxter, eBay, Halliburton, Kimberly-Clark, VFC, Walmart, AIG, Bed Bath Beyond, Albemarle, Altria, Seagate, General Electric, John Deere, Mondelez, Cardinal Health, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Cisco, Comcast. You've heard of all these companies. Okay, I want to buy 2 here, just 2. I want to buy 2 here. I want to buy 2 here. I want to buy 2 here. Okay, I only hold 4 to 6 stocks per week. That's it. Get my 1%, jump on out. Bring that Hormel, ooh, nice company, over 100 years old, dividend king, increased their dividends every single year for more than 5 decades. Nice pick. However, it was a nice run up to a no, wasn't it? HRL, Hormel. Okay, Hormel at this moment is at 30-day bottom, but look, 30-10, even 10 cents, that's 1/3. Yeah, no. Next week's, it's 2/3. No. Hormel is one of those companies that they feel they don't need to pay a decent premium. So they don't. Okay? Coca-Cola, Michael Coca-Cola numbers just don't work. Sorry. I love the company, I do. Is it bugged? Ant, I have no idea. Pepe Coin, hell no. Nvidia, double hell no. Misty Stock, double hell no. Legendary, you're not listening at all, dude. What about Pepe? No. What website am I on? That is Think or Swim. Help! Chevrolet, how are you? Haven't heard or seen from you in a while. What website are you on? Dude, this is Think or Swim. Okay, it is a trading platform. It's not really a website. QQQY, Scotty S, hell no. YMAX, double hell no. UJ Leno had a fight? Yep, he won. 1% of what exactly? All right, let's say, hypothetically, FX Ronin. Okay, FX Ronin, you ready? $100,000, 1% is $1,000 a month, $1,000 a week. $500,000, 1% is $5,000 a week. Okay? Okay, $1 million, 1% is $10,000 a week. $100, 1% is $1 a week. 1% is whatever 1% is of whatever you own. Okay? 1% a week, 50% a year. If you have 100,000, that's $50,000 a year. If you have 200,000, that's $100,000 a year. Okay, LUV, that is Southwest Airlines. So, FX Ronin. Okay, 1% is 1%. Whatever money you have, if you have 10,523, you take the decimal point, move it over 2 places, that's 1%. Sitting here wondering why I'm going to work tomorrow versus doing this full time. Okay, KG, I don't do this full time. I do 10 or 15 minutes in the morning. That's it. Okay, Ant, you've asked me that question 4 times. I told you it's Think or Swim. I'm gliding the time. They might get delisted. Okay, I need to know, dude. Any of you know the website? Ant, I already told you, Think or Swim. Think or Swim. Uh-oh. Where was I? All right, I'm almost done with the questions. I need to know. SMCI. All right, gliding the time. SMCI, dude, do me a favor. Seriously, gliding the time, honestly, listen closely. If you like SMCI, explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand why you think the numbers in which MCI is presenting is a good idea. How many dividends increases have they had, and how many years have they increased their dividends, and what is their current yield? What are they paying to their investors? Tell me that first, and then I'll take a look at SMCI. None your business, OC Owens Corning. Good. Did you already cover NTAP? Felix, no, I haven't done NTAP yet. NTAP. I got a couple more questions to go, then we'll look at some more stocks. I'm assuming you manually create your trades at the start of the week but is the weekend automated? Nothing is automated. I love Dory. I have seen enough Terminator movies. I don't trust computers at all. You see this? I write shit down, okay? All of this is shit that I write down every single week. Look at all the stocks you guys have me take a look at. Good, where are they? Okay? Every week I look at hundreds upon hundreds of different stocks, okay? What you guys ask me to take a look at. Me, I only have about 300 that I look at. Every week, it's only 5 or 10 that I look at. Okay, none of your business. Owens Corning, really? OC? Dude, come on. You've been here long enough. OC is a monthly optionable stock. That's a no right off the bat. Not even worth taking a look at. Scott, does he ever show his actual trades? Scott, of course I do. Whoops, right here. See, Scott, look at this. Week number 22. Intel, Marathon, Win, Kohl's, MPW. Week 25. Intel, Kohl's, Win, Kohl's. Macy's, Bitto, Kohl's, Lowe's, AEO, Win, and Kohl's. I show all my trades. Okay? Now, I do have a morning trading group, which you can look over my shoulder and watch the trades I actually do. I'm assuming you manually. Yes, I do. What's the relationship between expiration date, dividend date, and being assigned early? Ooh, Trent. Holy cow, that's a good question. Let's read it again slowly so everyone else can hear it. What is the relationship between expiration date, the dividend date, and being assigned early? Well, that's a big mouthful. Okay. First off, we want to take a look at the expiration date. So let's pick a stock. Let's pick Macy's. I like Macy's. Macy's has been very nice to me. Okay, Trent, you ready? Expiration date, 22 November. That's 3 days left. That's expiration date, 22 November. EX date, that would be over here on the calendar. I buy all my stocks 2 weeks before the EX date. Altria, right here on the 20th. 2 weeks before, on a Monday. I'll be buying Altria on a Monday, on the 4th. Okay? So when I buy Altria on a Monday, will be the 4th. The very first expiration date will be the 8th. If I don't hit my target then, I will do it again, roll it over, and next expiration date will be the 15th. If I don't make it then, I will do it a third time, collect a third premium. And then I will collect the dividend, premium, 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 dividend. If I don't hit my target, I'll do it again. If I don't hit my target, I'll do it again. I will do it every single week until it hits my target. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Do I understand Altria? Yes, I do. I know who they are. I know what they do. Okay? Never sell at a loss. That's number 2. Never buy something you don't understand or you don't want to hold on to. Buy it as if you're going to buy it and hold on to it forever. But if it hits your target, take the profit and say, thank you very much. I'll see you the next time you have a dividend. Yeah, Scott, I do show my trades. Low battery. Ooh, I have a problem with that one. Neo, no. SYY. Isn't SYY monthly? That's Cisco, by the way, for those that don't know. Yeah, that Cisco is a no. What's the name of the seasonality chart on Charles Schwab platform? That's a weird question, because the name of the seasonality chart on Charles Schwab or Thinkorswim is called seasonality. Okay? It's right over here. When you go to quick chart study, come all the way down to the style, drop down four lines, and then open up a window. We have standard monkey bars and then seasonality. They're all right there. Nucor, huh? Bring that. Nucor, N-U-E. N-U-E. Okay. Unfortunately, Nucor is going to be a no, and here's the reason why. You got a 30-day high here, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days to the downside. Your 30-day bottom is way over here, at the 24th at 140. Well, you're currently at 144. So bring that. I don't buy something as it's falling. Once it bounces and heads back up, then I'll take a look at it. That looks like it'll be a week or so. So I'm going to actually write Nucor down for next week. NUE, because it actually might be a good trade in a week. What is the name of the season? I already did that. So we want 1% of your account balance from. Oh, I missed that. I missed it. Okay. FX Ronin. So we want 1% of your account balance from the premium we are getting from the stock. You're getting the premium from the option, not from the stock. But you're correct. Rick, do you use a screener or just the calendar to find these dividend stocks? Okay, Rick, are you ready? Got a pencil, paper, crayon, marker, mascara, lipstick? Don't care what you write with. Are you ready? Go to Google. In the Google search, Dividend Kings List 2024. That will give you 54 companies that have increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Okay, in the Google search, Dividend Aristocrats List 2024. It'll give you 67 companies that have increased their dividends for 25 years or more. Dividend Champions List 2024. 150 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Dividend Contenders. 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Warren Buffett's List 2024, another bunch of really good companies. Those 5 lists will give you over 300 companies. That's the screener that I use. Okay, each and every one of those companies has more than 20 years of increased dividends. If you know another company that's not on that list, I'll be more than happy to hear it. You've seen ELTP recently, got FDA approved. Albion. ELTP, never heard of it. ELTP. No options, no thank you. Sorry. Bob, how's it going? AGNC. AGNC. All right, AGNC is interesting. Do you see that? Did anyone else see that? First thing I want to look at. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What did it do? 1, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Look at that nice upward movement we're in right at the moment. Okay, that looks good. That makes me want to take a look at the numbers. Currently at 969, the closest one's going to be 950. The 950 is going for 20 cents. That's nice. That's more than 1%. That's what I'm looking for. What's your group name on WhatsApp? A user 60, 65, 27, 15. I don't use WhatsApp. Okay, the name of my trading group is the Morning Trading Group. It's on Patreon. Okay, Patreon is a membership site. It's $100 a month. Okay, $100 a month, you get to ask me whatever questions, however many questions you want. Once you learn everything you want to know, fine, drop out and more power to you. What's going on, bud? It's me, Sen Tacos. What's happening, brother? All right. So we're looking at AGNC. Look at that nice upward movement. Let's zoom into it. What does it look like? Nice. Look at that. Here's your 30-day high way over here on the 18th, 30 days ago, 1061. She drops down to a 30-day bottom on the 6th at 914. Now it's going to the upside very slowly. 969, the 950s is going for 20 cents. Let's see what that looks like. So let's get out of here. Let's get out of there. Let's go to covered stock. Let's do the 950s for next week. One contract is going to look something like this. All right, here we go. Buy one covered call AGNC 100s. Those are the weeklies. 29 November 24. That is next Friday. The $9.50 call option against the stock AGNC at the market to open. The profit here is going to be $7. That's it, a $7 profit on one contract. Well, doesn't sound like a lot, but what do the numbers say? Clear that, $7. What is it costing me to do one trade? $943, $943. That comes to a grand total of 0.7. That's not even 1%. Can we all say it at the same time? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hell no. That's no. Anyway, let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the beginning. In the beginning, here it was. Okay, none of your business. How do I find out more about morning trading group? I'm interested. Thank you. None of your business. You ready? Okay. Up in the bio, top left-hand corner, you see that picture of me right there in the top corner? If you click on that, that will take you to the link to my website. My website looks something like this. Okay? The 10-Minute Trader. Do some research on The 10-Minute Trader. You'll see that I have owned it for almost 20 years. So I've been doing this for a very long time. Simple, safe, predictable, 1% per week. Nightly live training, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. About us. If you are looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. My main focus is simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. That's over 100%. That's over 50% per year. Come down a little bit further. This is one of my favorites. Investing your own money shouldn't be difficult. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, right here you can download a PDF that gives you the simple strategy. It's simple, it's like what, a page or two. Okay, next is live trading. Join our morning trading group. It's right there. Join our morning trading group. You click on that. That takes you to Dividend Stock Talk on Patreon. That's where you sign up if you're interested. Now, I always tell people you don't need it. Everything you need to know is going to be right here. Buy a good company. Make sure all the numbers work. What am I buying it for? What option am I selling it for? Is that going to be more 1%? Is it in the right position? Look at this one. Up, here's the high of the 30-day period. It comes down, here's the bottom of the 30-day period. Okay, now it's going to the upside. Look at all the space up here. Okay, is it guaranteed? No, it's not. Let's take a look at seasonality. What does this stock normally do this time of year? Well, this time of year, it normally just goes sideways. Okay? No big up moves, no big down moves, no big surprises. I like simple, I like safe, I like predictable, and I like consistent. ATO, Joseph, we're probably not going to get to it today. We got so many stocks to go through, I probably won't get to them all. Trent Key, thanks, probably going to join the group soon. All right, just to let you know, if you're interested in joining the group, most likely at the rate we're going, we'll be filled up, and then there will be no ability to join until somebody drops out. So I'm going to continue doing the lives every night until the end of the year. At the end of the year, I am going to change the schedule. Okay, I'm here every single night for 2.5, 3 hours every single night. I've missed 5 days this whole year. 5, that's it. One day I was sick as a dog. Second day, I had to take somebody to the emergency room. I lost 3 days because of the hurricane. Remember the hurricane that just came through here? Okay, Yosef, we already looked at Disney today. Yosef already looked at Disney. Okay, I missed 3 days because of the hurricane. If you don't remember, okay, there was a hurricane that went right through St. Petersburg. The eye of the storm went right over the house. Okay? No electric, no water, no cable, no telephone, no internet for 3 days. Okay, I think I lost $2,200 that week because I couldn't get online to do my trades. Anyway, it happens. Yes, I know where it is on Think or Swim. I am asking, where is it on Charles Schwab? Dude, don't know. Okay, I've been using Think or Swim for 20 years, since Tom Sosnos owned it. Now, Tom Sosnos, he owns Tasty Trade. Fucking smart guy, really is. He's the one who created the software. He sold it to TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade got bought out by Charles Schwab. All right? I've never traded on TD Ameritrade. I don't like their platform. Charles Schwab, I have no clue what their platform even looks like. I've been using this platform for the past 20 years. So no, I have no idea how to use it. Probably going to join. Oh, cool beans, Trent. I'll be seeing you in the morning if you do. But I guess you answered it. Uh-oh. What was that? What was that? What was that? No name. But I guess you answered my question if it's called the exact same thing. Okay. You the man. What was the first list you named? Dividend Kings. Home Depot. Oh, what a coincidence. Home Depot is a Dividend King. All right, Scott. What about ATO? Yosef wants to take a look at ATO. All right. ATO. Atmos Energy Group. Hell no. Come on, dude. You've been here long enough. Yosef, seriously. If you're thinking of something, if any of you are thinking of something, take a look at it yourself, because you're wasting my time, you're wasting everybody else's time. That's okay for us looking at something that doesn't fit. It's nice to go shopping, but if it don't fit, don't buy it. Okay, Home Depot. Actually, I have some Home Depot. Home Depot, tra-la-la. First thing I always want to see, very first thing. High, low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction? Up, down, up. Okay, that's where she is. It's really quick. It should take you 3 seconds. High, low. Okay, where was it, where is it, where's it going? Up, down, up. Simple. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Alcon, TPL, take a look at that in a second. Hold on. All right, so the low of the year for Home Depot is 301.78. The high of the year a couple of weeks ago, 421.84. So where's it going? Last 30 days, down, up, down. Well, it's coming down at the moment. Now, I do have it at 410. Okay? I would like to get rid of it this week or next week. But take a look at the numbers. 410.55. The 410s are going for 294. That's a no, because it's not 1%. Why would I invest $410 on a stock that's not giving me 1%? I can go to Macy's and get 2%. I can go to Riot and get 1.5%. Why this one? Okay, so TPL. What the heck is TPL? TPL. Oh, it's a no is what it is. Thanks, Alcon. You've been here long enough, dude. Albion. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the other guys, and they haven't responded back yet. Do me a favor, Albion. Go take a look at the numbers for SMCI. Let me know how many years have they consistently increased their dividends to their shareholders. That's question number 1. I want you to find out. Question number 2, I want you to find out what is their annual yield at this present moment. Because if you think SMCI is still a good company, you come back, give me those numbers. I'll be more than glad to spend a half hour looking at SMCI, and I'll answer every single question you got. What do you set your charts to? Bring that. 1 year, 90 days, 30 days, seasonality. That's it. What strategy are you doing? Covered calls. Bring that. It's called Dividend Capturing 2.0. That's quite good. Sarah, thank you for that. What do you think about monthly dividend stocks? Well, I love them. Trade daily? Nope. You're the best. Thanks. See you soon. None of your business. Why is your studio so jammed? Because it's mine. I'm comfortable. What's my favorite stock? This year would be Macy's. Is this? Uh-oh. Dusty, is this place that only does stocks? No, I do stocks and options. That's good. Creator, Bold. Thank you. TPL, we looked at that. No. Palantir, no. Sorry. Aquafina, yeah. No dividends, no thank you. Human, Tesla, no thank you. Ooh, back up my phone. ABV, ABBV, another dividend king. ABBV. ABV, first thing I want to see, low battery. We're going to switch it out over here to over to here. Give me that cord. I need a new battery. Come on, get in there. Find the hole, Joe. I remember my drill sergeant said that to me. Find the keyhole, Joe. This is my very first thing my drill sergeant said to me when I was in basic training. Getting onto the cattle car. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Laura. All right. First thing I want to see. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at that. Up, down, big drop. 166.57, 166.57. The 167s go for 96. No, 167. Maybe right there. If you like that company. Well, let's take a look. What does it normally do? Well, before we do that, what's the last 30 days? Well, the last 30 days looks a little bit like this. Totally different picture. I need basic training. You know what? I played soccer all in high school. I went into basic training. It was a joke. You know, I can pump out those push-ups, no problem. I was always first with the quarter-mile run, the mile run, the 5-mile run. I was always first, never winded. You know, the drill sergeant would say, drop, give me 20. I laughed in my drill sergeant's face. I ended up doing push-ups after push-ups after push-up. You still think that's funny, Joe? You get right in my face. You still think that's funny, Joe? That's exactly what I did. I laughed right in his face. He didn't like that very much. Yeah, anyway, last 30 days, 190, shoots up to 207, drops all the way down to 164. Look at that, up, down, big gap. Gaps have a tendency to fill. So we're down here, it's gonna bounce off this bottom, shoot back up, and that's a good time to buy it. At this moment in time, well, today's the 30-day bottom. I like 2 days the upside before I jump into anything. All right, that was AbbVie. What do I think of WCP? What the heck is WCP? When I say what the heck is that, it's usually going to be a no. Okay? Baidu, B-I-D-U. Again, probably. Look at that. That looks kind of exciting. What do I mean? Well, here's the high about a year ago. Here's the low back in August. Okay? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Here's the bottom right there. She shoots back up. Now she's back down. She's bouncing right there. You see that right there? We're going to zoom into that and take a look at that. But before we do, let's take a look at the numbers first, because this looks enticing. I want to take a deeper look, but before I do, before I waste my time with that, 86.24, the closest one is going to be the 86. That's going for 232. Holy cow, that's this week. That's over 2%. Next week, the 86 is going for close to 3%. Cool beans. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit closer. 90 days. Here you go. 90 days. Down, up, down, up, down. Now she's bouncing up. Look at that bounce right there. Let's zoom in closer. Look at the 30 days. So when I'm looking at 90 days, not only do I want to see the high and the low, I want to see if there's a pattern. The only pattern I see here is down, up, down. That's it. Last 30 days. Right there. Check that out. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Cool. Well, it's going to the upside. Look at all this space up here. The 30-day bottom's down here. This is a perfect one to jump into going here. However, the current price, 86.24, the closest one is going to be the 86 or the 87. Either one is going to give you 1%. You can even go the 88s or the 89s and still get 1%. You can do the 89s for this week and get 1%. Okay, nice premiums. But the big question, do you like Baidu, B-I-D-U, and do you like it at this price? Remember the rules? Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. It's so simple, even a 9-year-old would figure it out. That's why I created for my 9-year-old. If you don't know what it does, don't do it. All right, grab some stocks. Looks good. Apple verification. Yeah, no thank you. Larissa. Uh-oh. I missed it. Where'd it go? 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 There it goes. I accidentally sold a call on a monthly stock. Daily reminder for the next month. Hey, Larissa, as long as you don't lose money, if you make a mistake, learn from it. Okay, that is the most important thing. When, it's not if, when. When you make a mistake, learn from it, don't do it again. Okay? Aquafina, Lockheed Martin. Ooh, LMT. Okay, take a look at Lockheed Martin. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 539, a little out of my price range, but for those of you out there that's got more money than me, okay, 539, the 540s, 180, no thank you. 540s, 380, no thank you. Not 1%, no thank you. What are you looking for in your stock picks? Isaiah, good question. What I'm looking for in my stock picks is so simple, it's going to make your mind spin. Are you ready? I'm looking for the company to be profitable for at least 20 years, 2 decades. So if the company's not 20 years old, no possible way it's going to make my list. Now, the stock market has been around for 400 years. Okay? In the United States, the oldest stock currently traded is, as far as I know, 200 years old, Consolidated Edison. Okay? Consolidated Edison has been trading for 200 years and they still pay dividends. Okay? I'm looking for companies that are consistently profitable and have weekly options. That's it. Simple. Weekly options, consistent profits. American Airlines looks like it will go up a lot. Okay. Peyton, we already looked at Coca-Cola. The numbers just don't work. If you want dividends, Aquafina, okay. American Airlines, AAL, hell no. Okay, look at, nice movement to the upside. The profit is already there. Okay, you already missed your opportunity. Okay, wait for it to drop, jump in, wait for it to go up. See, look, it goes up, it came down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now it's coming down. That's when I want to buy. When it turns, it goes back up again. La, 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 la. Oh, please. Whatever-ish. Dude, seriously, whatever-ish, please, do me a favor. Okay? I'm going to tell you the exact same thing I told the SCHD dudes. Okay? Go into historical performance. Look at O Realty. O Realty. Tell me, how many years have they consistently increased their dividends? Then, tell me what the current yield is. If they are both favorable, I will answer all your questions. Isn't that gap from November 6th? Yep. That's exactly what it's from, November 6th. 86, dude, what's happening? Okay, Albion, what program am I using? It's not a program. This is a trading platform. It's where you buy and sell stocks. Okay? If it was TD Ameritrade, I'd show you that. If it was a Charles Schwab, I'd show you that. If it was, what's that other one? I forget them all. This is Thinkorswim. It's a trading platform. It's where you buy and sell stocks. It's not a program. La 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 la. Oh, am I done? Oh no, I'm not done. It's an app. Yeah, you can use the app. Peltier, hell no. James, seriously, tell it like it is. However, real question: what is your wingspan? I think 5.5 feet. PLTR, hell no. CNQ, what the heck is CNQ? You got to know right off the bat. If I say what the hell is that, it's going to be a no. CNQ, no. Oh. Okay, thank you. What are your personal rules for picking when to jump into an option contract? Isaiah, when the option contract equals 1% or more. Fidelity, yeah. Alrighty. Active Trader Pro, never heard of it. PLTR, Milama, why hell no? Grams, what did I say hell no to, Grams? Explain to me. I started using Fidelity. I suppose you recommend Thinkorswim to you. I honestly don't know what Fidelity looks like. Okay, I know Robinhood and I know Thinkorswim. Reason being, okay, hold that thought. Grams, I'm asking you politely, what did I say hell no to? Because I can't go up and find your other question. Okay, when I say hell no, there's usually a reason why I say hell no. XRP, that's not about 20 years. Okay, Milama, PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. Okay, Albion, Fidelity, I have no idea how to use their trading platform. I could figure it out. Okay, but do they have everything I'm looking for? Do they have the seasonality chart? Do they have the option chain there? Do they have an EX dividend calendar that I can interlink with everything else? Fiserv, never heard of it. Netflix, what the hell happened today? I don't do Netflix, sorry. Enron, we had this conversation last night. You really want me to talk to me? Send me your number, I'll give you a call. Nick, BNS. What the heck is BNS? It's usually a bad thing when I say what the heck is, because when I say what the heck is, it means I have no idea what it is. And if I have no idea what it is, it's usually going to be a no. Low battery. What the hell? Come on, I plugged you in. I'm having issues. Issues. I don't like issues. All right, anyway. Do you ever consider the likelihood of a contract being fulfilled? Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I do it. I buy a stock, I sell the option. I am hoping that whoever bought the option exercises that option, buys the stocks from me. I get all my money back, and I get to keep the premium. I'm only looking for 1%. Okay, so I like it to be called away by Friday. Active Trader Pro is Fidelity's trading platform. Cool. You said no to PLTR. Okay, Grams, the reason I said no to PLTR, they don't have dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Okay? It is a dividend investing show. Okay? Dividend stock talk. Specifically looking at stocks that have dividends. PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. You answered now, thanks. Okay, got it. There you go. I was agreeing, cool Milama. Bitto, no. Okay, they've only been around for what, a year or two? Yeah, no. CVS. Ooh, I like me some CVS. I actually own me some CVS. Okay, where was that? Where was it? Where was it? Right there. CVS. CVS. There we go. First thing I always want to see. The high and the low. Oh, wow. We got double bottom here. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, sideways. Up, down again. 55 and 97. The 56s. 58. For this week, 97 next week, both of those are over 1%. Well, great. What's the last 30 days look like? Okay, first thing, high, low, up, down, up, down. Now it's bouncing off of here. Look at this, 2 days to the upside. Well, let's take a closer look. James, seriously, hold on. Grants, PLT have no dividends. Kitchen and Care, MPW. PFE is undervalued and it is a fat dividend. Brandon, we'll take a look at that one. James, seriously, I know you can't give financial advice, but in your own opinion, number one, short. I don't do that. I can't give you an opinion on something I don't do. I don't short stocks, and I don't buy puts. I'll sell a put, but I don't buy one. You would like a Canadian bank stock. They have been paying dividends for 100+ years. Okay, Nick, I got it. But do they have weekly options? And has the dividend increased every single year for at least 20 years? That's my personal preference. So CVS is the last 90 days. So the last 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. Down, up, down, now it's going up. 1-2 days to the upside. Good, that's what I want to see. Because 2 days to the upside, that isolates this Friday as being the 30-day bottom, in my opinion. Okay, some people like 3 days to the upside. Some people like 4. You have to decide for yourself, what do you call a bottom? I call a bottom 2 days after, 2 days to the upside. All right, so CVS right now, 55.97. The closest strike price to that is going to be the 56. Well over 1%. Well over 1%. That's what I'm looking for. But the question is, do I like CVS? Do I like it enough to buy it with the chance of it dropping to the floor? Because that's the chance you take. La la la. Oh my goodness. Albion, what are dividends? Are you seriously asking me that question? What the 86? What the hell were you thinking? Dude, what the hell are you thinking? What platform do you trade with? Aisha, I trade with Thinkorswim right here, and I also trade with Robinhood. I've got 6 different accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. Okay, at the beginning of, actually, the beginning of next week, we're going to be sharing one more account, and it is going to be one for those people who have very little bit of money. Because I get people here every once in a while saying, I'm a beginner, how do I trade with very little bit of money? Well, we are going to start an account trading with under $1,000 and doing it every single week and see how it progresses from there. So, Ford, Brandon, Ford. Ooh, I actually have me some Ford. Uh-oh, I got another one coming. It's going to be right in the middle of a sentence. I just know it. Ford, here we go. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Here's a question you need to ask yourself. Now, if you're an investor and you buy and you just buy to hold long term, it's like I get that question every night. What's a good stock to buy and hold long term? Me, that's 30 days. Long term is 30 days for me. Okay, but a year ago, we're at $10.50. A year ago for Ford. What are we at now? $11.05. So if you bought it to hold it, okay, $10.50, you made 55 cents. That's all you made for a year. But buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. As a stock goes up, you sell it, you take your profit. As it drops back down and bounces off the bottom, buy it. Buy, sell, buy, sell. So if you bought and held, you made 55 cents. Okay? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 opportunities to buy and sell. I can almost guarantee you can make more than 55 cents in a year. MPW is junk. True Fresh. Wow. I own some junk. Okay. Coney, Jaden. I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. I will take a look at Coney. I will do a 20-minute deep dive into Coney if you first go into the historical performance of that company. Number one, tell me how many years of increased dividends they've had. That's number one. Number two, tell me what is the current yield that Coney is offering. You give me those two questions, I will do a deep dive into Coney, give you my opinion. But I can probably tell you right now, you're not going to come back and tell me. Mickey D's, MCD. Ooh, look what happened to Mickey D's. First off, high, low, was, is, up, down, up, down, up, down. 291.24. The 292s are going for 130. Nope. The 292s are going for 239. Nope. Mickey D's doesn't work. Kitchen Care. Uh-oh. Love God, WCP. What the heck is that? WCP. WCP. Can't find that one. Nope. MPW. Well, I like MPW. I actually own some garbage. Someone said it's garbage, but okay. Here we go. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Okay. Went up, down, up, down, up, down. Right now it's at 433. The 450s are going for 4 cents. No, not for this week. For next week, 11 cents. That's 2%. I actually own a bunch of MPW. Now, MPW doesn't have the dividends I'm looking for, but every once in a while, I'll get a stock tip from one of my investors who tells me, hey, buy me some MPW. So, MPW, over 2%. WCP, Love God. We already looked at that. It's already a no. WCP. Okay. Can't find the symbol. No. Eric Smith, IVR. Hell no. Okay. MUR. Hell no. BTU. Hell. Whoa, wait a second. Peabody actually has weeklies. Hold that thought. BTU. We want to go to Yahoo Finance. BTU. Let's see how many dividends BTU has. Oh, 3. Okay. 18, 19, 23, 24. Hell no. Look at, dude. Seriously, Eric. Okay. 2018 paying 12 cents. 2019 paying 13 cents. 2019, 15 cents. Nothing in 2020. Nothing in 2021, nothing in 2022. 2023, you've now decreased the dividend down to 8 cents. Hell no. Sorry. And Ford. Ford's the only one I liked out of that one. And you like Nokia. Oh, now Nokia and OK and OK. Don't look good this week, but here we go. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look, it went down, up, down. Now it's at 415, the 437s, the 450s, 1 cent, hell no. The 450s, 2 cents, double hell no. Okay? And okay, the numbers just don't work. Sorry. If you like it, I have nothing against you buying whatever you want to buy. I never tell people what to buy. I don't. I don't give advice. I don't give tips. I will take a look at everything you ask me to take a look at. I will read the numbers. I will give you my opinion using the strategy in which I have created. Most of them are a no, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, True Fresh, we already looked at Oracle, O-R-C-L. Okay, it's too much of a high. Okay, I don't buy at the high of the year. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down. When the stock comes back down, if the numbers are okay, then yeah, I'll buy it. But I don't buy it at the high of the year. Let's keep on going. Holy cow, I get 50 more questions in 4 minutes. Altria, I like it. ABR, never heard of it. JEPQ, double, hell no. JEPQ. What am I missing? Oracle is junk. Okay. ROLR, I have no idea what it means. Winter Arc is hitting a 10 mil tonight. Okay, cool. Oracle is junk, cool. Laughing my ass off. That MPW has one of the highest dividend rates I've ever seen. Yeah, I like MPW. I actually have a bunch. ROLR. I have no idea what that is. ROLR. ROLR. Whoops. ROLR. Hell no. Dude, come on. Haven't you been paying attention? Peppy, hell no. Whitecap Resources, hell no. MU, we already looked at that. BITE, Love God, BTE, what the heck is that? Hell no, you weren't listening either. Lunar, no. Johnson Curtis, we already looked at it. It was a no only because the numbers just don't work. ANT, it's at the high of the year. Okay, you want to buy something, wait for it to go higher, more power to you. I don't do that. Okay? Look, it went up, it came down. It went up, it came down. It went up, it came down. Now it's up. It's too high for me. What about AB Portillo's? Never heard of it. NVDY, double hell no. NVIDIA, see, the interesting thing about NVIDIA, everybody loves it so much. Great, wonderful. You buy it, I have no desire. The reason why? The book value is $2 a share. You're buying a company that's worth $2 a share. What's the dividend on NVIDIA? Was it 1 penny? Yeah, hell no. Johnson Curtis, we already looked at it. The numbers don't work. Joel, the numbers don't work for AT&T either. Not for me anyway. Lunar, no. NVIDIA, no. Why don't you day trade? Because I have other ways of preferring to spend my time. Okay, I got a 4-year-old grandson. He's a blast to hang out with. However, he's in kindergarten now, so I got to find something else to do. I don't like to day trade, okay? I'll sit and watch the grass grow rather than day trade. Now, I could make a lot of money sitting and trading every day. That's not my goal. My goal is not to make money. My goal is consistency and safety where I put my money. At some point in time, you're going to get to a point in your life where money no longer matters what it means to you now. Okay, because when you're in grade school, you have no concept of money. Middle school, a little bit. High school, then you start to realization the importance of money. Once you get out of high school and going to college, then you really understand the importance of money. And then when you're out of college, you're into the working force and you're actually working for your own self and making your own money, then money is really important. Then when you have a family and you're growing a family, and then money is really important. And then once all your kids move out and then you downsize into a smaller house and you get yourself a used car, and it's like, what the hell do I do with all this money now? It loses its appeal at some point. Okay, well, that's where I'm at. It doesn't mean as much to me now as it used to. Now I prefer to sit and watch the grass grow. I spent 5 hours one day, literally, sitting in a chair, drinking some ice cold Mike's Hard Lemonade, smoking some weed, sorry, that's what I do, just chilling out, watching chipmunks going up a tree, grab a nut, going down the tree. Going up the tree, grab a nut, going down the tree. I spent 5 hours doing that one day. It was the most peaceful day I can remember in decades. No stress, no phone, no TV, no nothing. Just me and nature. You figure out what you want to do. When you're retired, everything changes. Okay, golden years. I'm having a wonderful time. Today I had a great day. Yesterday I had an awesome day. I have one great day after another. BTE, love God, never heard of it. BTE. Hell no. Okay, Curtis, we already looked at Johnson & Johnson, doesn't work. Portillo's, never heard of it. Hell yeah. What a fun life. Joel, it is. Wait until you get here. You think you love your children? Wait till you have grandchildren. The reason why children and grandchildren get along so well? Live visibility restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendations and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards under the community guidelines. Reason, discussing drugs or other... okay. Well, I'm sorry for that. The notice is unclear. I understand the decision, but the restrictions are too strict. TikTok should allow content like mine. My live does not contain the content you mentioned in the notice. TikTok should allow content like mine. Wow. Hey, that's weird. I got 2 strikes because I mentioned something that I shouldn't have mentioned. I shouldn't mention the fact that I'm sitting around watching a chipmunk going up and down the tree doing what I was doing while I'm watching the chipmunk going up and down the tree. Okay, so some things it's like, what's wrong with free speech? Why can't I say certain things? That's what I was doing. Why can't I say that? It wasn't illegal. Perfect. I'm doing everything perfectly legal. Why am I being flagged? Sounds like a great day. Josh, it was a great day. Okay, once you guys get here, once you get to retirement, you got to figure out where's your money coming from. Where can I put it safely in order to get enough for me to pay my bills? Well, that's my main concern. Where do I put my money to get a safe, predictable, consistent income? I don't want to have to go back to work. I could. I'm young enough. I'm healthy enough. I could do almost anything. I could go back to work. But why should I? I've been working since 1973. Let someone else pick up the slack. That's the dream, 86. Yes, it is. Back to where I was. Where was it? Do I remember Black Monday? Of course I do. MBLY. Okay, we're past 11:30. I'm not going to look at anything else. I'm just going to answer questions. NAK, never heard of it. MBLY, I've heard of it once, but no. Fantasy football enjoyer. Winter to the moon. I have no idea what that means. Totally agree they are the best. Yes, they are. Oh, no! Joel, what's happening? Do you remember Black Monday? Yes, I do. Sorry, creator. We are talking about stocks. Joel, yes, we are. It was your recreational references. Yes, it was. It was my recreational. But I'm old enough. Okay, everybody here is over the age of 18. Almost every state has it legal. Where I was, it was perfectly legal. Okay. I was enjoying some recreational substances. How's that? Is that okay? Recreational substance. What are you looking for in options? Chen, I'm looking for in options is a 1% return. What do I mean by that? Let's take a look at Macy's for a second. Right now, Macy's at $15.25. What is 1% of $15.25? Well, that's 15 cents. Well, the current price for at the money stock is 7. That's going to be a no. But look at this one right here, 64 cents. That's over 2%. That's what I'm looking for, more than 1%. What do you look for in options? You already said that. We need Elon. Yes, we do. We should be able to say whatever we want. It's not hateful. It's not deceitful. It's not. It's a lot of things. It's not. Okay. Recreational enjoyment of natural substances. Cigarettes is a natural substance. Why don't I get in trouble for saying cigarettes? Okay. AI, no. What's wrong with that? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Maybe it was the lemonade. Sherry, it could be. Hey, Sherry, how are you this evening? Is Social Security going to be there when I'm 66? Dude, I seriously don't know. I'm actually going to apply to Social Security to take all my money out and invest it myself. There is a process in which you can do that. Thank James for using this method to build a retirement. Rude dude, cool beans. All right. Buried Gold Mine. Buried Gold Ministries. Okay. MSTR, dude, MSTR does not have dividends. It's going to be a no. XRP has not been around for 20 years. It is a no. Relaxing. I like relaxing, Sherry. Okay, after a long day, I should be entitled to relax any way I feel fit. Okay, as long as I'm not breaking any laws, as long as I'm not harming anyone, as long as I'm not doing anything, in the privacy of my own home, I should be able to do whatever I want as long as it's legal. I can't believe that gets flagged and other stuff doesn't. I can't believe it either. Can I copy your bids? Of course you can. Uh-oh, I missed some questions. I'm great. Glad to hear that. I'm looking forward to the what do you call it? Oh, I wanted to mention this. As a matter of fact, I may be going to Las Vegas in a week or two. So there might be an opportunity for any of you guys want to come to Vegas and chat. That's always an opportunity. How about ExxonMobil? Bloody. With your options view, what is your success RA? I'm going to assume that's rate. And how far out are your expiration preferences? Bloody, those are good questions. Those are good questions. What I'm looking for, the options view. I can go 3 days out, which is this Friday. I can go 10 days out, which is next Friday. I can go 17 days out, which is 3 Fridays. I can go 24 days out, which is 5 Fridays. I can do any one of these I want. The further out I go, the higher rate of return I'm going to get. So if it's 15.25, well, this week it's paying 7 cents. That's 0.5%. Next week it's paying 64. That's 4%. The 6th of December, it's paying 71. That's 4%, a little over 4%. December 13th, it's paying 50. Why is that lower? That should be higher. Anyway, I only go out 5 days. That's it. Monday through Friday. On will you be in Vegas? I'm going to let you guys know when I'm going to be in Vegas, only because I have a very client that wants to fly me out there to talk about investing in some scenarios. So if I am out there, there might be a possibility we can get together and do something. It should be fun. How long do you plan on being in Vegas? A day or 2 or 3? I don't know. It depends. If we can get enough people interested to go, why not? Hang out in Vegas for a couple. Vegas, baby, woohoo! Okay, James. Okay, we already said that. I will let you know. So, and I'll let you know a week or 2 ahead of time, so that way anybody wants to go to Vegas and meet us out there, fine. I got a couple other people that are going to go. We're going to talk a lot of stocks. The rodeo is coming too. I've never been to a rodeo. I'll be game to go. I've never been to one. It should be fun. But isn't that what life's supposed to be about? You put your 40 years in work. I've been working since 1973. So 73, 83, 93, 2003, 2013, 2023. I've been working for over 50 years. 50 years I've been working. I'm entitled to take time off. All right. All that being said, it is past 11:30. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. You guys don't want to see that. MGM. Are you suggesting I go to MGM when I'm in Vegas? Or you want me to look at MGM? We're past looking at things. Have a good night, and thank you. No Name Nick, Cool Beans, MGM. All right, we don't need that one. We don't need that one. Oh, I love Dory. Sorry, I'm terrible at math, but where is the 1% you are looking at and making these decisions? Ooh, I love Dory. All right, you ready for this? This is so simple, you're going to feel silly when I show it to you. Are you ready? Okay, I don't want you to feel silly, but you're going to. All right. Currently, the open, 36.61. The high of the day, 37.29. The low of the day, 36.30. The close of the day, 37.27. The bid, 37. The ask, 37.40. 37.40. 1%. You take that decimal point, move it over 2 places to the left, 37 cents. 37 cents is 1% of $37. Okay, so if I'm buying it at $37.40, the closest strike price is going to be $37.50. $37.50 right here. $37.50 is 64 cents. Now, I admit I did not go to college. I do not have a college degree, but I do know that 64 cents is more than 37 cents. That's where I get the 1% from. 37 cents, 64, okay? That's more than 1%. It's very close to 2%. That's what I'm looking for, 1% a week. But the big question, do I like MGM? That's the first question. Well, actually, the first question is, does it make sense? Second question is, do I like MGM? Third question is, do I like MGM at $37.40? Fourth question is, would I buy MGM and hold on to it for the rest of my life, even if it went down? Okay, because that's what happens. Stocks go up, stocks go down. If you're okay with buying MGM and holding on to it for the rest of your life, or until it hits your target. What's my target? My target is 1%. Okay, so if I'm buying it at $37.40 and I'm collecting the 64 cents, if it hits $37.50, well, that's my exit, $37.50. I will hold on to it until it hits $37.50. Well, where is it right now? Well, right now, okay, $39.50, it shoots up to $42, it drops, here's your bottom right here, $35.50, went up, down, now she's at $37.27. It's actually in a downtrend at the moment. I would not buy it at the moment, I'd wait for it to find the bottom and then go up. But you were asking, where do I get the 1%? The 1% is 1% of the purchase price. Brain Dad, do you hold the stocks for the dividend and write covered calls? Brain Dad, I buy the stock, I grab the 1% for the week, and then I get out. I prefer not to get the dividend because after the dividend, the stock has a tendency to go down. I love Dory. I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. Hey, I love Dory. I saw that TV show. I heard some of those questions. I'm thinking to myself, I didn't learn that in 5th grade. Okay, some of the questions, like, what are they teaching 5th grade? This is what, 10 to 15 years ago, that show? Do I ever use bots? Joel, okay, dude, you have not seen enough Terminator movies, okay? I have seen enough Terminator movies. I don't trust computers as far as I can throw them. I write shit down, okay? I do, seriously. Okay, I am old enough to know, Isaiah, you're welcome. I'm old enough to know and remember dial-up modem. Yep, Joel, you're absolutely right. I remember dial-up modem. I remember 250K, what do they call them? 250K CPUs. Yeah, what are we up to now? A couple terabytes? Do you understand what 250K is? That is slow. And dial-up modem. You remember that? You got to dial it up. Do you even know what a rotary phone is? Rotary phone, you dial it up and you make that sound. Yeah. And if somebody picks up the phone, you get kicked off. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, so I write stuff down. Many times have I hit the wrong button and wipe out everything. Yeah, no thanks. Old school. You know what, Joel? There's a saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay? Yeah, but Joel, we didn't know any better. Okay, when we, my generation, invented the internet, dial-up was the only thing to do. Green and orange screens. Yeah, you remember that too. Okay? Yeah, but I've been on since the 1990s. I still have the same email address that I had in the 1990s. I even have email saved in my email from the 1990s because I save interesting stuff. And I have some really old stuff that I've been saving for decades. All right, all that being said, it's 11:45. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. You guys have a great night. I'm out of here. I will catch you guys again tomorrow. Bye, Twitter. All right, 86. Catch you guys later. Thanks for your support. Joel, you're welcome. Hope to see you again. I like the engagement. I like the questions. All righty, and we are done here.